Okay, I should be live on YouTube. So let me go over and click on the Instagram thing. Okay, it shows it's live. And I will go back to YouTube and it's playing in my ear. So unless somebody wants to hop on or something, I'm going to turn the volume down. And if someone hops on, I can see if there's any comments at the moment. I can go back and forth. Cool, cool. I think everyone's on Honda's chat at the moment. I don't know about anywhere else. Oh, Frogzilla, awesome. You're there. Cool, cool. There's somebody else. Let me see if that thing will come up on my phone. Turn the volume down. Go to Instagram. Listen, that's Rumble. Let's see. Go to my other one. Bjorn, how are you doing? I'm getting everything set up here. So give me just a second. Okay, I brought it up on my phone. Mr. Mechanic commented over here, Micro Boutique, and anyone else? I've got one person at least over there on Instagram, so that is set up, and, I think I can get the thing out here. As long as it's playing there, I can clear it out there, and it will keep playing. So the next one would be Rumble, and I will pull that up. Go to my feed. In a way, this is, like, way too much stuff to get going. The Rumble I coulda had ahead of time. Okay. I just wanna be able to see if someone comments or something. I don't know why I did it here. How did I just do that on my phone? And then I can keep everything good. So I'll pull that up on my phone. As usual, that's what I usually do for Rumble is I pull it up on my phone. I can keep the volume down. I can keep everything from squealing. And I can go back and forth and check those two. So that will work. So hello to anyone who happens to be watching on Instagram. It's kind of new for me to go live over there. And I usually post Instagram reels, stuff like that on Instagram. But StreamYard is allowing me to do lives over on Instagram now. So I'm trying to live stream over there. And of course, Rumble, hello. Um, Rumble's the only place where I'm actually monetized. So if you want to leave anything, you can leave a rant over on Rumble. maybe by the year 2040, I'll reach the $50 it takes to pull the money out because you don't get much. Um, what else we got going? Um, I don't know how to switch my camera. I need to learn how to do that. If anybody knows how to do that live, I can go into settings. Oh, I can do it like that. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Um, change the view. There we go. Now go back to the front. Cool. Hope the wall doesn't look too bad behind me. I know it's dirty. I need to come through. I'm trying to figure out how to clean it. There was a child of mine who lived in here for a while. Well, his entire life. He lived in this room and the room at the end of the hallway. And this was his brother's room before he moved out. And the kind of stains that boys will get on things is it takes talent. Like that really takes talent. So how are y'all doing? Um, Shows I have two. I don't know if the Frogzilla is still out there. I'll show Eduardo was there. Might still be. There is the Frogzilla. Paint it, yeah. And of course, here is Bjorn. And that is my phone still making noise. Who else is over here? Cool. Well, I should be able to see if anyone leaves a comment or what have you. Yeah, paint it. I might paint it. I still want to leave this room for like they come over and visit. They've got a room they can go to. I've got one of those fold out couches in the living room. And that works pretty well for like if you have guests or something. So we have this, we have that. Not that I'm expecting guests. And I don't know, kind of emotional cleaning the room, going through stuff, putting it up because he doesn't live here anymore. I mean, he turns 21. My youngest turns 21 next month. So, yeah, of course he doesn't live here, but still, it's just one of them things. But, see, I can switch the camera again. So I just go to settings. If you notice something that's sitting on my desk over here, that is something that I usually carry on a motorcycle and in a truck and everywhere else. I have others, but I've grown kind of fond of that one, especially after the riots where um, my trailer got shot up. And I wanted something that I was comfortable shooting through my windshield with. And that's basically why I got to carrying that one. Before that, I usually carried a 1911 or a 92 or a 226, stuff like that. And, with the right ammo, it's no problem. But I'm just more comfortable with that one. It's it's the weight is spread out. It's extremely light. That is a Smith& Wesson 329 PD. And the recoil is brutal because it's so light. It is 44 Magnum. You can put 44 Special in it, and but I don't do that. It's just hollow points, 44 Magnum. And Let me flip this back to here. That's not what I was wanting to do. I'm pushing the wrong buttons. So go to camera. You have to pardon me. I'm just getting used to being able to. I just figured out I could switch the cameras like that. But basically, I like being able to shoot through my own windshield. That's what that amounts to. And there are issues more with a motorcycle than with in any other vehicle. Um, I am ambidextrous. That helps. Um, but there's things like your right hand is on your throttle. And of course, your first option is just to get the hell out of there. We're quicker than most other people. If something happened, what have you, but you might not have that chance. So instead of being at 330, it's a little further back so that can be reached with the left hand. There's also shoulder holsters, stuff like that, that you could use. Um, you're flagging everybody on half of them, and the one that goes straight down actually conceals better, but it's harder to get to, with the jackass holsters, stuff like that. And then there's the other issue. Sorry, your eyes will never itch. You'll never have a hair in your face until you turn a camera on or you close your visor on your helmet. Then you'll have a hair right across your face. That's just the way it is. But where was I going? Okay, I live in Texas. So if my shirt's blowing up, something like that, it's not a problem. Somebody just says, "Hey, you've got a gun, you got whatever." Nobody really cares. Not unless you're like some downtown, really liberal arts area, something like that, and you might get some Karen there. But for 99% of the state, no one gives a damn, especially because we have open carry. I know some states aren't set up that way, which is where you could run into issues. And if anybody wants to hop in, I can put a link out there if you live in a state that does or that you carry. If you've had any problems with that, you know, but I'm fixing to this summer, unless something changes. Um, I'm going to go from Houston, Texas to Champlain, New York, and I'm going to go see a relative. There are varying laws from Texas to New York, and New York is a no-go state as far as carrying, unless I wanted to go through the trouble of getting my carry permit in like Connecticut or somewhere, and I'm not going to do that. I could. I know some people over there. One has offered to help me do that, but I just don't see the point. It's for what little use I would get out of it. I don't really run up that way in a truck anymore. There are places I can go and drop things off. Your state is open carry state, so that helps. But I mean, my route's going to be Texas, Arkansas, Tennessee, probably what is that? North Carolina. And I'm going to have to backtrack um, and come up through Ohio and then into Pennsylvania. I'm going to go see an aunt in Pennsylvania and then go into New York. And I'm either going to have to leave it at my aunt's house or I have a friend who has offered, or shall I say, said that he would let me leave it with him. Going through Maryland would not be a good idea. Um, if I went over to Jersey or something, if my aunt wanted to go to like Atlantic City or something, that's obviously a no-go. New York is a no-go. There's just all kinds of no-go bullshit up there when it comes to carrying a firearm, especially if you're from another state. But that is an issue that we do face. And it could be like, I'm going to go see relatives this summer, or you're going to a rally, you're going to Sturgis, you're going to Laconia, you're going to Florida. You could be going to like the Forgotten Angels camp out, something like that. And depending on where you live, there are so many different laws going across. Luckily, my license covers most states. Um, we have to pass a we have to pass a background check that is stricter than the federal government's background check. That's also why if you have a carry license, buying a gun is just you fill out the 4473 and you hand it to the guy and they hand you the gun. It's however fast you can fill out the form and pay them, and you leave because we've already passed a stricter background check. You know, um, but like if I leave from here and I go to Colorado, I'm pretty good until I get into like Denver. And then Denver, you've got to worry about printing and stuff like that, and what exactly you're carrying. And but the rest of the state's pretty cool. Oklahoma used to not be very good, and that was also one of the reasons I got my carry license. You would think, because Oklahoma and Texas are similar in a lot of ways, and I grew up in Oklahoma and Texas. But when it came to gun laws, they were very different. And at the time that I got my license, the you better have a carry license if you are carrying a loaded gun going through there. But now I think they're constitutional carry and open carry. I can't remember which one, but they've almost, in a way, they've got better gun laws in Texas just on that. That was only a couple of years ago that that started. I do have a bit of a sore throat. I've been kind of sick most of the week, coughing. It's all delayed over here. Let me check over here on Rumble. I've got 6 people over there on Rumble. So thank you for watching. Leave a comment. Let me know you're there. Hit the like button. Give me some rumbles, what have you. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. That helps me out. And of course, the algorithms in both. If you hit a like, you rumble, what have you. I can't remember. Basis you like it on Instagram. That helps me out in any case. But I don't know what issues anybody's ran into, or um, if you've had any, or even if you do carry, if you ride a motorcycle. Excuse me. Black ice is a thing in Cali. Yeah, it depends on what part of Cali you're in. Let me see. Getting up in Northern California, it's definitely an issue. I always like being up in like wine country because one of my loads, like going down to Laredo, I would pick up wine bottles. And when I pick up the wine bottles, we would take them over there. And things over here is notify. but it was always cool in the summer. I mean, to the point you'd have to cover up, you'd have to put a coat on at nighttime. You didn't have to worry about idling the truck or anything like that once you got up there. It's not like being out by, Coachella or 29 Palms or any of that stuff. Oh, cool, cool. KLX 300, awesome. I'm wanting something in that power range. Most of California is not too bad at night. Um, in the shady parts of the valley, yeah. Yeah. I like Ukiah. Um, it's probably my favorite part of California, going up around Ukiah. I don't like Oxnard because I hate that scale they have there. I know the drummer, uh, what's that band? They had that song where they talk about, I do it for the drugs. Well, the guy that's the drummer for that band, I can picture his face, the songs, everything. The name of the band skips my mind. I know him because even when he joined the band, he's not the first drummer. I think he's the second or third. The rest of the band already had their money and all that. They didn't have to work second jobs. Well, he was still working in the kitchen at that giant truck stop in Santa Clarita, serving food. And I would talk to him because I play guitar, stuff like that. And I think at the time I was still doing some show freight, that sort of thing. And we would talk about music and stuff. And I think he's got his money now because I don't think he's working there anymore. It's pretty cool. He's the drummer for that band. And I used to talk to him when he would serve me food because they had like that buffet set up, kind of like meat and three sort of thing. I don't know if they have meat and three in California. That's like a Mississippi, Alabama thing. You're on the coast near San Francisco. Cool. I like that area. San Francisco is a trip delivering there, especially when I pulled a reefer. I went to Tracy a lot, like going to the Costco there. It's been years since I've been there. Let me see, I can look up that band name real quick. I'll tell you who it is. Smile Empty Soul, drummer for that band. So that's the band. Smile Empty Soul, the drummer for that band. He used to work in the kitchen at the giant truck stop in Santa Clarita. But no, I used to go to Tracy a lot. I used to deliver meat up in San Francisco. Then you'd go down to Oakland and you'd pick up like off the docks or something and, cross dock freight coming in off the port and you'd haul ass with it. Or you'd have like 7 picks from Salinas, California, all the way down through like, Garden City, and you'd end up in like at TNA and Yuma, Arizona, and you'd be loading in Yuma, Arizona. So you'd never make that one on time. You'd get a nap when you got to Yuma. But it's a beautiful area. And my wife used to live, oh my God, what's that town where she lived? I'm gonna have to pull up my map. There's a scale there that I usually go around. Okay, let's scroll until we see water. Have problems with like names, nouns, that sort of thing. There's Flagstaff, cool. Hopefully my voice doesn't get too squeaky. Where are we at? There's San Francisco. Alright, that map's useless. It's a scale when you get on that side of like after going over Donner and all that. Um no, not Gilroy, not the garlic capital. Although I have picked up in Gilroy a lot. It's been years because I haven't pulled a reefer in years. That's LA. Where's it? I know there's a scale there. It's not Fairfield. There's 280, there's 80. There's Costco. Texas Roadhouse. I'm not gonna find it. And they use different names on here than what we call them. But no, she lived out for a few years east of San Francisco. I'll look it up some other time. Yeah, Morgan Hill has a scale. You only drive the 101. 5 is too out of the way. Yeah. I remember we took a vacation out there. Secured my truck in Riverside. Rented a Monte Carlo, and I'm just like flying up the Pacific Coast Highway. And we had all kinds of fun. Went up and saw the redwoods, we saw seals, we saw all kinds of stuff. Who all else is out here? Let me check my other chats if anyone's there. Don't see any comments, but it looks like I got one person watching on um Instagram. I will check Rumble. Cool. So I got people on Rumble. Awesome, 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 awesome. There's a delay to going from one to the other. There just is. So many pretty places out in California and so many stupid laws. It's why people are moving out. I mean, your parents bought a home, but you can't afford to. My generation, I was born in the 70s, and my generation can't buy homes. Mom's the ones that's supposed to be buying homes out there right now, and they're stuck, they're screwed, and they unfortunately are moving to Texas and all kinds of other places. And kind of like that bumper sticker, don't California my Texas. There's a reason I live here. I mean, I like California. I just don't like your laws. Half of what I own is illegal in California. My glasses are crooked. They're always crooked. I need new glasses. Beautiful state though. And it's weird. It's like you don't think of like snow and stuff in LA, but I mean, Tehachapi's right there. They get snow all the time. The grapevine's right there. San Diego, you don't think of snow, you think of surf and stuff like that. And it snows up in the mountains, and people drive up there and go put snow in their car and drive home. Most states are getting that way. Idaho, Utah. Yeah, we got to keep fighting the fight. Less government, the less the better. But I mean, back to motorcycles. You had snow on the coast last year. It was crazy. Yeah, we've been getting snow in like Houston, Texas area like every winter. And like it's not a whole lot. It's a dusting, and it's not the sleet that you would usually get here like every 5 or 6 years. It's like we've been getting actual snow, you know, and they're not set up for it. They do have liquid salt in Houston, though. They put it in the back of the pickups, and then they go from there and they spray it on the ship channel bridge while it's raining, which means they might as well have just dumped it in the ship channel. It was doing no good. The weather's weird. But anyways, the carry options, just something, do any of y'all carry on a motorcycle? I mean, looking for other people that do. I mean, it's my riding group, virtually everyone in the riding group is carrying a gun, you know. So wouldn't be a good idea to rob any of us. Oh, it's 3 to 5 now. I should be up there Wednesday night, Thursday morning, depending on the weather. And when I left, they were saying y'all are supposed to get like 4 to 6. Yes, always. Cool. Let me see. See, I'm figuring all this stuff out as we go. It's one of them things, the more you do it, the better you get at it. If you want to hop in, there's a link. Um, it's a little different on a motorcycle because, like, you've got the wind, you've got your clothing. I've got chaps, which present a little bit different issue because you got two belts basically. And I'm gonna stop saying I swear. I'm gonna put right across here. It's gonna say do not say on my thing. If you wanna hop in, there's a link. Um, see, I just said it again. Let me see. Bike list 2023 Royal Enfield. Transported, but you've never carried. Okay. Still looking for a Harley to restore. Oh, want people to list their bikes? Um, my eyes are messed up. I've been sick, so like my eyes and everything, it's all just like, ugh, you know? Right now I've got a Fat Bob and I've got a Lowrider ST. Had a Sportster S. Do not have that anymore. I've had two Kawasaki three-cylinder 750s. One was a 73 and one was a 76. I had a 1952 Harley that I wish I still had. I wish I still had a Kawasaki too. I didn't know those things were going to be worth money. That was just this piece of crap that I pushed home. And I got it running because I needed transportation to go work for farmers plowing fields and all that kind of stuff. Because I worked for every farmer around. We were poor, we had no money, my parents couldn't buy me anything, and I would haul hay, I would plow fields, cut, rake, bale, clean out stables, all that stuff, and whatever I could to make money. And then I knew all the curves where everyone threw their beer cans out, so I would collect all the beer cans on Sunday, and I would take them in, and that was my gas money, you know, recycling. We had a Mako 750. That's a one lung. I think that was a 79. That one wasn't actually mine. That was like a family bike, and that was awesome. And we had an assortment of three wheelers, and it's like cousins and stuff would have, you'd figure out a way what they call like pit bikes and stuff now, and these little things with a lawnmower engine on it. But I mean, I had that bike. It's like riding a bike then and riding it now is a totally different thing. It's there I go again. I guess just life experience. I mean, my childhood was not great, but there's a difference. Yeah, it was just transportation and you'd have a little fun and that sort of thing. And now it's like therapy, if that makes any sense, you know? Yeah, I saw a bike that looked just like mine. This thing that I pushed, they were both behind a guy I would work for's house, behind his barn. Had weeds growing up through them. The seats were chewed up, wires were chewed up, and I pushed him home. I mean, he lived, God, half a mile, three-quarter mile, something like that from me. And I pushed him home and I got him running. And you had to keep tools with you. You had to keep ether with you. You had to keep everything with you. You carried tools to make sure that you could make it home. Um, Not as bad as like the Harley, because once we finally got that running, they had a problem with vapor lock. And most of if you buy them now, the gas line had been moved from long ago. Like they moved that a long time ago because it was an issue. But you carried a wrench because that was an issue. But I saw one for $40,000. Just this Kawasaki that I ended up putting through a fence. Uh, Ride therapy, wind therapy, range therapy, maybe a little wind therapy on the way to range therapy and a little more wind therapy on the way back. Sounds like a perfect day. I'd be doing that tomorrow, but the they're expecting heavy rain all day, possibility of hail and tornadoes. I still may go ride for a little bit. Don't know if I have my GoPro on. I want to try it. It depends. And my strap should be here tomorrow too. Hold on. Excuse me. The straps, hold on. I'll show you what I'm waiting on. Oh, it died. Wonderful. So I'm gonna have to pull that back up. I got 60% charge on this thing. So I think I know how I can do this. There's more than one. I'm going to plug the shorter one in. There we go. And then I will plug this in. And I cannot touch on camera what is on my desk because of YouTube rules and live streams. So get blown away. Yeah, my next bike might be something dual sportish. I really like the Pan American, but it's so expensive. I also like the Africa Twin. And hell, I like a Sportster with knobbies. But I'm too big for a Sportster. That's the other issue is just I'm big and things do not fit me. Nothing fits me. LOL, a Dirtster. Yes, a Dirtster. If you want to know what I'm drinking, Dos Equis. Well, Dos Equis and vodka. See if that'll help my throat. Maybe YouTube will hit that next. No drinking live on camera. You're a bad influence. I've even got crayons to snack on. So what the hell? Send a picture of these to Duke. Well, I'll post it on my Discord. Don't lowball me, dude. I know what I got. Take care, dude. No, one of the issues, carrying on a motorcycle is if you do have to use it. Say someone tries to rob you, you're at a red light. And in Houston, we have other issues because we have road rage shootings. We seem to have one or two road rage shootings every week, sometimes more. I live outside of Houston. I don't live in Houston. I live in a small town that is starting to get the crime of Houston because people are fleeing all the blue areas. You want to see where people are fleeing from? Look at a map. Look at the areas that are blue and look at the areas that are red. People are going from the blue to the red because they can't afford to live in, and the crime is so high in the blue. Now, I'm not right, I'm not left, I'm human, probably more libertarian than anything else. I believe in freedom. And I like firearms and bikes and all that, which there's probably a lot of us that are. You are having trouble streaming to Instagram. Okay, my Instagram feed may have been cut. They may not have liked the guns. I don't know. Fuck them. But, anyways, that thing is charging slow. Where was I going with that? I was going through, Crosby, Texas, going home, and there's a homeless guy sleeping on the sidewalk in a blanket with a shopping cart in Crosby, Texas. I don't live in Crosby. I go through there. You would have never seen that before. All that stuff's being spread out here. So they're going from California and New York and places like that, and they're coming down here, and then they're leaving from the blue cities to go out to the country. It's not good. But let's say you are sitting at a red light. Someone wants to steal your bike and they walk up to you and they pull a gun on you. What are you going to do? You're going to give them your bike, at least for a second, because they've already got the drop on you. And the other thing, like I said, most people are right-handed. Most people carry on the right. You got your hand on the throttle. A lot of us also have it in gear so that you can get out of the way. You're not reaching for a gun at that point. You know, you might get off the bike and reach for a gun. That's a different story. I'm losing people. I've got two. Oh, back to three. I am losing my voice. So I don't know how long I'm going to be able to talk or not. Got my hat on. Because I got this thing on. I'm trying to talk on this, and it's Bluetooth to the computer. and just want to keep it from squealing or doing any of that kind of stuff. Why is this not working? Now it is. Looks magical. What is that? That glow coming from it, like oh, that thing on going around Instagram. That old Doja Cat song with the Blade Runner. That girl's dancing. She's got the thing in her hands. Can y'all hear me okay? That's the other thing I wanted to check is this. How well it sounds, what have you. But and now it dies again. What is my phone doing? I do not know. How many watts is this? That is an option. I'll see for a minute. Yep, you can hear me. Good. Awesome. Awesome. I don't know what the deal with Instagram is. Instagram usually only lasts about an hour. They might not have liked one of my comments or subjects, something. I don't know. But I would really like to get I would like to get other motorcyclists on here that do carry and see what their approach is, how they carry. And I can tell you that landing on a 329 PD in a median will hurt later. It didn't hurt at the time because everything else hurt so much. But a couple of days later, when you got like the big golf ball bruise that's from that and that's like rings going out, yeah, that hurt. So, where did I see that? Cool. Oh, I might put a flag or something up behind me to cover the wall. I've also got the old front fairing off of my bike from the accident. I may mount that on the wall. It's like a reminder thing. A weird trophy. And I was trying to get the GoPro set up as a webcam, and those people weren't in. I had to leave. Well, they left, so I can't talk to them. The GoPro support. I was having problems. I've never used it as a webcam with the computer. I can do it with the phone. That's a totally different thing. Oh yeah. Right here. I've got the flexible mount over there set up. I put the mount from Chin Mounts, the bar mount on there that I'm wanting to put on my bike and try out. Oh, now it's charging. Okay, cool. So what are y'all up to? And seriously, I would like to get some people on here that carry and see how they carry, what they carry, what issues they have with it, and what are the laws in their state. Is it an issue? Because I mean, I'm out on a Sunday ride, whether I'm with my riding group or by myself, and I got my shirt blowing up or what have you, and people are going to see you're carrying. Then you see people on the motorcycles. It's like the thigh holster is cool. I nearly bought the bag. It's kind of like a purse, but it's a thigh bag and it's got a holster in it. And they have just regular thigh holsters. It looks kind of cool, but once again, too, that's on your right. And how are you going to grab that? I'm thinking if you generally carry on the right side, and most everything's set up for carry on the right, you can get things set up for the left, but most everything is still set up for the right. You're gonna need something that you can reach with your other hand, and you can reach what you need to reach. And I'm not gonna be able to do that with a thigh holster, even though it looks pretty cool. Does that make any sense? And also, how is this camera angle? Is that camera angle better, worse, what have you? There's always boot carry as well too. I don't know if that's legal where you're at. That works better if you're sitting down, like, in a seat, like a bucket seat or, captain's chair, that sort of thing, a seat like in some of the old pickups or that are in 18-wheelers, or even if you have an office job. The I know a lot of people appendix carry, but there's a femoral artery, there's, stuff like that. And I just don't like appendix and that, and if you're not a skinny person, appendix doesn't work great anyways. A lot of skinny people, appendix carry really, really good, and more power to you. It just doesn't work for me. There's comment up there. My thing is you're gonna have to be able to reach it. But if you're sitting in a seat or you're in a chair like I am right now, and your boot is right there, it's real easy to get something out of your boot if you need to get something out of your boot. Or if you're in the driver's seat, that sort of thing. Another thing I've always carried in the truck from my days of pulling a reefer is a pulp thermometer or a meat thermometer or a candy thermometer, whatever you want to call it. It's the same thing. It's a little thermometer, and I get the old school ones. I don't get the digital. You just set it in a glass of ice water. It's no big deal. But it sits in the AC vent, and it's right there. You have someone coming through your window, you got an ice pick in your hand. Hold on. I don't know. She's not answering. They should make a riding jacket with Velcro flap that you can tear away. That's an idea. They do make vests with holsters in them. Hold on. She's being okay. Yeah, she's got to go to work in the morning. But they do make the vests, your cuts, that sort of thing. I don't usually call it a cut because that's something specific. It's a vest. It's a leather vest. Cool. Um, and they make some of those with holsters in them. They're the same kind of holsters like you would find in a purse. They're not that great. Which that is another option for those who carry a purse. Crossbody, of course. You could look someplace like Hiding Hilda and just carry crossbody and you have your gun in there. So that is another option. But anyways, for anyone listening after the chat, catching a replay or whatever, if you do carry, uh, leave a comment how you carry, what you carry in, that sort of thing, what you carry, and what state you're in, and whether it's legal to do so or not, where you're at, or as much of that information as you're willing to give. Because that might not just help me, but that could help anyone else. Because if you're going from, Texas to Connecticut or to Michigan or wherever, or Florida, there's people going from, Maine to Florida for the camp out, stuff like that. And that would be useful information, whether it's legal to do. There are sites that will let you look up what's legal and what's not. Like US Law Shield has one, and that helps. I do have US Law Shield. I don't know how good they are. I can't sponsor them or anything like that. Yeah, I'm not sponsored by them or anything like that, but it's like $5 a month, and they don't get you a lawyer. None of them really do. Well, they get you an initial kind of lawyer because you're going to go before a grand jury, something like that. And then, hold on one second. Hold on. She wanted me to turn the heat on. Is Ghost Shadow here? I didn't see him up there. Via's awesome. I don't know where he is. But where were we? Talking about carrying and traveling. Motorcycle presents different issues than anything else because you're exposed to everything. And we also are wearing different kinds of clothing, and different seasons present different issues. So I'm very curious to find out what people carry, how they carry, if they travel across the country while carrying. Oh, what I was saying, US Law Shield. They will get you to the grand jury. After that, you're still going to need to get a lawyer. So it's not exactly what it was cracked up to be. Oh, I know what I need to look at. I have 24 hours to do it. Let me pull this up. I should be able to save my chat if they didn't, if it's not playing. Instagram should be saving the lives and my thing. So then I have to go back through and press save. So the insurance stuff that people buy, um, I still suggest having the insurance, but it's not what it's cracked up to be. We removed your content. What the fuck? Somebody reported me. I don't know if y'all can read this or not. I swear I have not been nude. I request a review. They don't give you the options. They don't give you options. We will update you in a few days. I don't know. I did not show nudity at all. It's like I think somebody reported me for nudity or something because I was talking about firearms. Do I look naked? I'm not naked. Yeah, but they got a picture. Suppo apparently saying supposed to get 3 to 5 inches of snow was a problem. Okay, we shall see. They might have a problem with the gun, I don't know. We'll see if they delete my account. Hold on one second. Wonderful. Just wonderful. Am I still on Rumble? Rumble seems to have no problems with it. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Maybe the AI thought it was a person lifting their shirt. They've been hitting people for showing gats recently. Uh, well, it's not YouTube. It's um Instagram. No, I got taken down for just on Instagram for sexual content, how they put it. It looks like he shared or sent nudity or sexual activity. Okay. Do I still have a channel? Okay, I still have a channel. Wonderful. There's nothing about my channel that has anything to do with sexual activity or nudity or any of that kind of stuff. I occasionally bitch about my wife. Maybe. I don't know. I have no idea. Honda in Ohio also got reported. I think Honda's still live, isn't he? Let me see. Is he still live? Faust is on. Where's Honda's chat? Did they take him down too? I had it on here. But that was an hour ago. So he's not on now. Sorry for the interruption. Considering what I'm about to do, I consider it an important issue, you know? What, when, where, what are your local laws, that sort of thing. How do you carry that sort of stuff? DJ like my real. Cool. I sent them a message. Chat was taken down from Insta. See what they think. Cool. Left the comment over there. Oh, you just came from Hondas. Okay, cool. Succulents. AI is odd. Yes, AI is odd. You know, they sent me a picture, so I don't know. I'm gonna post that on my Discord. What the hell? Okay, if you're on Matt's Discord, look under 3D printing because that's what came up on here because I was looking at 3D printing because he sent that message to everyone earlier. And that is a hell of a thing to do when you just flip and turn open your Discord. That is sexual content. I could see getting taken down for that. But that is not. Yeah, you'll see it. You'll know what I mean if you're on his Discord. Wonderful. There's probably a link I need to send out there. Hey DJ, what's up? I got kicked down off of Instagram. Apparently sexual content. What the hell? But like I was saying earlier, if you do carry, because I am taking this trip and I want to speak to people who carry, who ride, who actually do what I am doing. I would love to, speak to you, have you on a chat, what the issues are, going state from state. Has anybody bothered you? Um, what have you found were the best ways? Because they have like the holsters that will fit in your fairings and they mount just like the bar mount kind of thing does over there. And they mount the holster and it's up there by the handlebars. So then they can just reach and it's right there. And I'm just interested in finding out from other people what they do, what they think, what their local laws are. You have moto theme socks on. You don't snore, but I'm dream of a motorcycle. Cool. I like that. I like that. I'm probably not going to go over an hour and 30 minutes. In fact, I'm probably going to cut it off about right here. So it's the first time I've been taken down off of any of the platforms for anything. And I've done actual shooting videos, like actually at the range, and I didn't get taken down, you know. It's been a while since I've done those. But leave a message in the comments. Like I said, if you carry, what do you carry? Better yet, what kind of bike do you ride? What do you carry? How do you carry it? And where do you live? You don't have to give the city or any of that stuff, just general area, state, something like that. Like, don't put yourself out there like in any harm's way or anything like that. Like, hey, your name, you're from Florida, you ride this, you carry this, and what kind of holster and what position. I would love to hear from you. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. It's 11:35, and I'm probably gonna hop on this other chat here real quick for a minute if they're still going. So, y'all have a good night. Deuces, all that good shit. And I will catch y'all later. And thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button, hit the rumble button, hit any of that stuff on the way out if you would please. And if you have not subscribed, I would appreciate it if you did so. If you like what you saw. And I will catch you later. And hopefully that was AI, but I don't know. I have a feeling it wasn't. But I will catch y'all later. Thank you so much for watching.